Hey guys, Pop Culture Junkie here. Today I'm doing a review for my second August 2015 box. I decided to get two this month because the first box was just so sweet. So, check out my other video. I have a second box now. This is Retro Game Treasure. If you're not familiar with them, go to retrogametreasure.com, or you can also check them out on Facebook. And they send you a box of mystery video games. You never know what you're going to get. They come in these awesome boxes. They look like little treasure chests. I mean, this is straight out of Link to the Past. Awesome. So, $35 gets you a box, and the shipping is included with that. And what you do is you sign up and you give them a breakdown of what game systems you would like to receive games for, such as 8-bit Nintendo, Famicom, Super Nintendo, N64, Game Boy Advance or Color, original Game Boy, I believe also Sega they have as well. So you never know what you're going to get. It could be a really rare find. It could be a classic adventure game, puzzle game. Great thing about them is they also want you to give them not necessarily game requests, but they want you to put in what type of games you like. So if you like RPGs, adventure, fighting, shooting, sports, anything like that, you put that in as a check mark, and then they send you a box of mystery games. They always say between 3 to 5 games. It just depends on the games. And you just wait and see what you get. So this is my technically my third box because I received one last month. And for August, I have 2 boxes. So this is now my technically third box. So without further chatting, we're going to go ahead and just dive in and see what we got. Okay, so here we go. We've got RetroGameTreasure.com. Join the Nintendo Club today. Nintendo Fun Club today, pardon me. Thanks for your subscription, Buck the Mega Buck. Okay, thank you, Buck. Appreciate the box. So, first things first, I do want to point out that I like that they actually put bubble paper in here, or bubble material in here, so everything stays nice and packed, doesn't get shaken around or beat up or anything. Okay, so first, let's pop this open. There we go. We'll get that out of the way. So, alright, first things first. Let's see. Oh, we got some more bubble stuff. Okay, so, looks like we have 3 games in here. Okay, so let's do this one at a time. First, we have a classic Nintendo NES game, Super Mario Bros. 2. Now, if you're not familiar with Mario, you've been living in a cave. This is Nintendo's mascot. This is what Sonic is to Sega, what some consider Master Chief to Xbox, okay? Hope I'm speaking your lingo now. So, this is Super Mario 2, and interesting tidbit, this is not the official Mario 2 game. This is the American version, because there was actually a different Mario game that was going to be coming out, and instead they put it on this. So, if you can locate a copy for yourself of Super Nintendo Mario All-Stars, this guy right here, that has Mario Lost Levels, that, ladies and gentlemen, is actually what Super Mario Bros. 2 was supposed to be. Because if you play the original Mario, and then you play this one, it is completely different. The graphics look totally different, the gameplay is different, and there's no King Koopa. So it's where, you know, who are these enemies you're fighting? So check it out. There's a whole different new lineup of baddies and goodies and whatnot. But yeah, this one is awesome. And let me give you all an example. So everyone knows what original Mario looks like. Okay, so here we have Mario 2. Obviously different music, right? And we got a little backstory. But now check out the gameplay. Yeah, it looks a little like Mario World, I guess, but completely different from Mario 1. Or Super Mario Brothers, I'm sorry. Yeah. So, I mean, this was a classic game. Very frustrating game. Don't get me wrong. This game was very challenging and made me want to throw my controller into the screen many times. So, okay, classic game. Unfortunately, I have this one already. I mean, obviously, this is a classic game. I got it back in, I believe, 1987, maybe 88 is when it came out. I got it, of course, right when it came out because I love Mario. Next, but of course, hey, no, that's nothing against Retro Game Treasure. They don't know what my collection has. I mean, you can see I've got a barrage of games here. I've got a whole, stack full of games of all classics. So, if I stay with this subscription company for too much longer and don't change it up, which they do allow you to do, by the way, so you can always change it up. Maybe next month I'll want to get nothing but N64 games. Maybe I'll get nothing but Super Nintendo or Game Boy games, etc. So, it's nothing against them for sending me a game I already have. How would they know? It's not like you send them in your entire inventory. Okay, so, next we have another Nintendo game. And this one is awesome because it's August, and we're getting closer and closer to my favorite time of the year, which is Halloween. And it's just cool to have any kind of horror or slasher, scary kind of games. And we have Friday the 13th, on the original Nintendo 8-bit. Okay, who played this game and who was frustrated by it? Who was confused by it? This game was very confusing. You're fighting a purple Jason. You have a horrible map system that when you think you're going north, you're going east or south or west, anywhere but the direction you think you're going. You have to save all the camp counselors and kids. You fight Jason's mother at times. You fight her, or I believe you fight her head, because she's like a Medusa-looking thing. I mean, the game is not a great one, but it is a kind of a cult classic, because it's based on Friday the 13th, one of the greatest slasher horror films from the 80s. I mean, hell, it spawned how many sequels and spin-offs and different things. So I'll give this, though, the game is in awesome condition. There's no, unfortunately, the Mario one here has a little bit of somebody's name on it from whoever owned it before. But at least the game on this one is in great condition. So hats off to that. Most of the games I received in my other boxes have been in really good condition, too. So I like that. They're not just, sending you whatever they have and whatnot. It looks like they take care of them. So, for my junkies that are not familiar, let me give you a little idea of what you're in for with Friday the 13th. So, there's the opening screen there. Nice music to start. Excellent music to start, definitely. There's your confusing map screen. And there's one of the cabins you're in. And then you just start walking around trying to figure out where to go. And you're throwing rocks at zombies and other different weird creatures that have nothing to do with Friday the 13th. That's what makes it so crazy. Then you go up those roads, and sometimes you're supposed to go down or go up. You'll start hearing that beep, and that means Jason's around. Jason's coming. I mean, that's the crazy thing. You start the game off, and within a matter of seconds, you're already fighting Jason. You would think you'd go through levels and such, but no, you don't. Anyways, so a good game, a good classic, cult classic, I'll say, because it's not for everybody. But I'm happy to get another copy of this, which unfortunately I do have. So, again, when you place your order for these, stress to them if there's certain types of games or games you do or don't want to get, so you can avoid that. So, again, 2 for 2 so far. I already own them. Oh well. Finally, oh my gosh. Okay, so, you know what? I own these 2 games, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Because this is impressive now. Did not expect to get this in a subscription box. Thought maybe I'd get something little hard to find, something I might, want to have one day, or a game I didn't get to play when I was a kid, etc. But they just impressed me beyond impressive. Okay, I got a Super Nintendo game as my final game, and it is Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. Are you kidding me? This is a very hard to find game. It's every game store I go to right now, it's $50. $50. I just paid $35 for this box, and I got these two classics, and now they give me this, a $50 Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. I cannot believe this. I mean, wow. Okay, so you never know what you're going to get with this box. I'm not being over the top here on purpose, people. This is insane. This is a $50 video game that is rare to find. When you do find it, it's not in this kind of condition. This is in beautiful condition. This looks right out of the box. There's no rental stickers, no markers, nothing. This is in beautiful condition, and it's Legend of Zelda Link to the Past, one of the greatest games ever. This is probably one of the greatest games that came out on Super Nintendo, and definitely one of the greatest Zelda games ever made. If you haven't played this, you need to get one or find a friend that has one. It is a awesome, awesome game. Even if I already owned this one, I would be jumping off the walls because this is a $50 game. You cannot find it for less than that anywhere. It's insane. So, give y'all a quick rundown for those who have not played Link to the Past. So, it's got a little bit of, it's like a prequel to Legend of Zelda and Legend of Zelda 2 from the original Nintendo. It's basically a prequel to that because you're playing a very young Link. And don't get me started on the Link timeline with the Zelda stuff and such because it's very confusing. But basically this is the prequel to where Ganon has not even become Ganon yet. He's still his I believe human beast self. He hasn't turned into the beast hog looking thing you see later on in the original Zelda. So check out the gameplay here. Beautiful graphics, awesome music, and it goes back to what we saw in the first Legend of Zelda game from '86, not like the Zelda 2, where it was more of a side-scroller adventure, going around talking to people, kind of like Castlevania 2. So, awesome, beautiful graphics, great sound, fun gameplay, true adventure, excellent. So, I mean, this was, okay, hats off. Retro Game Treasure, guys, I applaud you. Excellent job. Oh, I didn't applaud. There we go. So, okay, guys, box is empty. Toss it aside. So, this box, we had 3 games. We got Friday the 13th, Super Mario Bros. 2, and now Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. Okay, very awesome. Definitely going to have to get another one of these boxes. Okay, so check out the links below. I'm going to put the links for their site. Check out my Facebook page. You'll see all the latest updates. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. You'll check out all my new videos, and feel free to check out all the videos from the past. If you guys want to share some comments or share some talk on this, hit me up with some comments below, and I'll definitely get back with you. Definitely want to say again, I don't work for Game Treasure or anything like that. I just love their service and want to share it with the rest of the world. Okay? Until then, Pop Culture Junkie is signing out.